Alright, everybody, I'm trying this opening a little bit different here. Still haven't edited the title yet. We will see if this works or not. Let's do... This is going to be race 14. And this way you get to see all the excitement of me going through the menus. Ah, shoot. Oh, that's right. We're on the last race. Mugello. Full, it said. Mugello full circuit. Crap, I didn't create a new thumbnail. I guess I need to do that. I woke up way late this morning because I was up way late last night. I started watch this girl do a playthrough of Skyrim, and I've had a lot of hours in Skyrim, and I've never finished the game. And I don't know, for whatever reason, that kind of piqued my interest. I started watching, and then I couldn't just watch. I actually was like, okay, this gives me the mood to want to play Skyrim. So I started it up, and I was playing Skyrim on my big screen and watching the video on the other screen, which was kind of difficult to do. I kept having to pause because the sound, like when I was creeping through oh gosh dang, I forget the name of that first dungeon you go through. It's way up on the mountain where you look for the gold claw and the, I don't know, dragon stone or something like that. I kept hearing the noises from her stuff while I was doing my stuff, so it made it kind of difficult to. Forza 5, we want Forza 8. Alright, delete that one. So, anyway, I got started on that, and that was all she wrote. That game is the biggest time suck there's ever been, I think. And it is a blast. And Bethesda nailed it. It's too bad they can't bring back the team that made that game and do it again, or find another team like it. From what I've seen, they have lost their way. All right, now we got a new thumbnail up, so. I think. Looks to me like we're ready to go race. All right, Mugello. 5 laps, nice weather. Oh, this limited to supercars. Huh. Should I upgrade for this? I don't know. I'm gonna play it out with this car. It says we can up the. So let's up the limit. Up to 800. Holy smokes. All right, we're going to max it out then. If I have credit. Oh, I don't have a lot of credit on here, do I? All right, let's, what do I have? I have problems with corners more than anything. So I got to be somewhat efficient with my. Doesn't allow that. I don't know that this. Yeah, that says it helps. So let's do that. Let's go for that. Acceleration up. That reduces my handling and braking some. So let's not do that. Speed and acceleration doesn't really affect braking and handling that much, I guess. And it does a lot on the speed, though. Let's go for that. I didn't even look how much it was. 1,000. Man, I'm spending like it ain't my money. Restrictor, which limits the amount of volume. That didn't cost anything. Intercooler. Oh, shoot, I just thought about something. Oh. Back to upgrades. Definitely want that weight reduction. Not gonna worry about that. It's 300. Might as well. 600. 600. It says available and used. I don't know. We'll see. Confirm. All right. Let's go get out on the track and see how bad I can mess this car up.
It's difficult to be aggressive and patient after that green flag waves, but knowing where and when to make that critical pass can get us on the podium.
I'm going to go ahead, take the fuel load down to about 8. Let's make it 10. For practice, and I'll change it. About tires, stock. All right, let's go. So yeah, I slept in this morning after a long night of Skyrim. What was getting me is this girl I was watching play. Even in that, just holy smokes, they kind of accelerated me off the track there. Man, the car sounds different. I need to adjust something here. I got the volume too loud. All right. Yeah, even just playing through the beginning parts where that she had on her starting to play. Ooh. She played it completely different than I'd played it before. Which made me think, maybe I've been playing it wrong. Maybe I should play it differently. So I started up. Holy smokes. All right, let's drive slow. So I did start again, and I started trying to play a little different, but it really brought up an interesting question to me. And an interesting question because of my state in life. You know, when you go into these games and you choose your character, and you choose it for how you want to play. Now, my personal belief is I've come to the point where I think that's what we're doing here in what people would call real life. I think this is for lack of a better word, it's a game also. There's a lot of people that believe the same way as far as the functionality of it, but they will argue whether some people say we're here, we're supposed to learn all this stuff and all that. I think all that information is everything you could ever want to learn is available to you on the other side. So Why would you need to come here to learn something? I think it's more we come here to experience, like going to a horror movie or something like that. And I could be wrong. I don't have any proof one way or the other, but last night in rebuilding a brand new character to work with, it kind of got me thinking about how it's just like near impossible for me to choose a different kind of character. 174 miles an hour. Holy smokes. So I can definitely outpace my ability to turn here. All right. I've got more of a car than I have talent for, I think. But I had tried to play differently and choose a different type of character a couple different times on Skyrim, and I just did not enjoy it at all. It just wasn't me. So it makes me wonder how closely, and I know there are people that seem, well, I don't know, they seem to choose different kinds of characters when they play in a game than what they really are, but are they really? Are they choosing what they really are, but were unable to attain in this lifetime? Their game characters may be more representative of them than what their physical representation of self is. Just because everybody gets beat up in life. Everybody gets beat up, and a lot of people give up. They say, okay, I lost this game already. A lot of people pretty early on. Yeah, I lost this game already. It ain't happening. So I can see how someone might be checked in here as one thing, but in reality, don't. They're not really, they don't match up with who they are. And don't get me talking about the whole they, them thing. I mean, there's certain lines you just can't go across. You can, yeah, I'm not gonna harp on that. But, I don't know. It was an interesting thought. Let me think about racing now. See if I can learn this track. I thought that felt weird. I didn't know he was coming up beside me and gonna push me off to the side. I thought, why is my car moving sideways all of a sudden? I love this turn on a motorcycle. When you hit it perfect, oh, it's just beautiful. Too slow for these guys. They just push me off the track. Except in the straight, I got all this speed in the straight, which is not normal for me. Usually I'm... Oops. Sorry about that. I'm the guy that builds... Oh, shoot. I'm the guy that builds everything around curves. I could care less about this, how fast it is in the straight. Not into drag racing at all. Some people want to know how fast they can go and hold a straight line. I want to know how fast I can go while driving all over the track. I don't even know if I really want to know that. I just enjoy doing it. I wonder what the fastest is. If there's any place that lists what the fastest is you can take each of these turns. I suppose it depends on your car, but it seems like there's got to be a theoretical limit, because your car at some level you can't reduce the weight on it anymore. So I got plenty of power. You know what I need to do? I need to come into the pits. Make an adjustment. It'll allow me to tweak my car in the practice session. I think it should. They're gonna just do it auto. I can't manually tell them exactly how much. Gosh dang. And I supposedly got good brakes. In between this practice session and the race, I'm gonna try and remember to I'm gonna try and remember to adjust my downforce down. That should help me with the braking, and especially at the speeds I'm going. It'll take some off my top speed, but I don't really need as much as I got on top speed, obviously, because on that long straight, I'm just going blasting by them like they're sitting still. What I need is to be able to slow down faster. And to hold a turn. It'd be nice to really stick to the track. Guess I need to work on learning what the line is. Or sticking to the line. I kind of already know what the line is. I just ain't been able to stay on it. Alright, we're gonna finish practice. Getting tired of driving all over the track. Crazy way to start the day, but this is the last race of this deal. You know what? I might have screwed up. I spent all that money on this car. And this is the last race of this series. And I really don't like this car to drive. I like the look of it. This is what happens when you wake up first thing, jump on the Alright, let's lower that tire pressure. I'm confused. That says going up. $100.6. 251.5. 100.1. 251.5. I don't know. I'm just gonna run with it lower anyway. Gonna drop my top speed some, but that's all right. Now, arrow. I want better cornering. A lot better cornering. I'll probably turn this up way too much. All right. Apply. Now let's adjust the fuel down to 6 laps. Get a final eye rub in before we're in the midst of things. A drink of coffee. Wish myself luck. I forgot to look at the projected list. They usually project me at about 12. It's a pretty car. Man, what happened behind me? Everybody just like was jerked over to the right side of the track. Feels, well, I don't know if I was going fast that time. It's hard to say. It feels like I got better braking now, but I'm not up to speed really. Cornering feels better. Alright, this is feeling more manageable. I'm not great with it, but it's doable. Biggest problem so far is people running into me. Me running into other people. I misjudged that. I don't know what speed I was going, but look at everybody fly by so fast.
Total time penalty is about a second.
All right. Look at that, man. They're tough. They don't give you the chance to restart the race, so I guess I'm in it. I just took a bunch of damage there, and I was kind of like, oh, look at that down in the lower right hand corner. I never noticed that before. It shows where all your damage is at. Marks it in red. I should have looked sideways before I pulled out onto that track. Let's see if we got any top speed left in us. Whew. Like a rocket. Go straight real fast, but don't turn real great. Just occurred to me, those guys I used to work with and kind of nicknamed my car the Rocket, but now that I think about it, that was not a good name for it. It turned better than it went fast. They always thought I drove fast, but it wasn't so much that I drove fast. I could just drive faster through the turns, which made it look fast. And there's just something about the curve, isn't there? When you nail it. They should have a racing game called Curves. Man, I'm jacking up this last race. Oh, too big a jump on the skill levels. In fact, I'm about to get lapped. I think that damage did affect me some because I don't feel, it doesn't feel as tight as it did when I started. I honestly thought I had, on Forza 5 you could just hit the start button and it would let you restart the race. I was thinking in that mode, I wasn't too worried about. Oof. Far enough back, it doesn't matter, and I'd
3 more.
really rather be able to drive nicely. No more red on my car map. So about a little under 60 there for that curve. Ugh, that was horrible. A little under 60 for that curve. Right around 60 for that one. So that's looking like kind of the marker. Little under 80 for that last long curve there. This is tighter, so I'm down to 50. I took it to 60. I could probably get used to this car. Still feels way looser than my others, but that's probably due to speed. The others don't go so fast, so your errors don't cost you so much. Great power comes great responsibility. All you Spidey fans out there, you know, I wonder where they got that from. I bet that's from like some Roman writing, Greek writing. Forgot about my great power there. Or maybe I forgot the responsibility. I was enjoying the power and overran the responsibility. Yeah, I bet that thing in some form or function came from the Greeks. Or at least they said it once too. I should start reading all that stuff. Maybe I should do a YouTube channel on that. A book reports channel on, read the writings of Marcus Aurelius and then daily come in and give my thoughts on his stuff. You see, one thing I do know is we are a product of what we take in. You've heard people say you are what you eat. Well, your brain eats. Your mind eats. So if you're taking in junk all day, that effectively changes how you operate. That said, what some people consider junk is not junk, and what some people consider valuable is junk. You know, that's. I guess it depends on the world you want to live in. This is such a man. This game, not the car game. Well, the car game's good too, but this game we're all walking through. You have to appreciate it, man, because it's created from your perspective. Your mind controls the game board to a large extent. So if you want to say you,
One more lap.
and not to be insulting to anyone out there, but if you want to be like the hot dingbat girl that goes through life, but everything is taken care of because she's hot, and all she's got to do is find a rich guy. Now, that's going to present a whole set of emotions and experiences that comes with that. But it's a whole different experience than walking through this game as a man that is born with some facial disfigurement that is probably, especially if he's born in some other land where there's not much going on, warlords running the show and that type of thing. Actually, he might be in a better position there than in modern society. In modern society, they value all the minor things. There's a word I'm thinking about, but I can't remember what it is at the moment. Inconsequential things, surface level. Versus a guy like that, born into a hard place, he could still build his way up by being hard, and you figure he could turn out to be hard because of his disfigurement and the way people treat him. He might learn to be thick-skinned. But that's kind of to the point of what I was saying. What an amazing game this is to play. So many possible experiences. So many. Seems like infinite choices. Which is what got me to play Skyrim again last night. Because I realized, man, I don't have to play this here. I could play it different every time. But can I, based inside of my own personal characters, if I'm the higher soul for that character that's on the ground in Skyrim, I still managed to come in 16th for the season, or for that series. Interesting. Yeah, and that's kind of the way I look at it. Is we're, for those game characters, we're like the higher soul. The bigger part of them is it's outside of the game. I think we have that from our perspective too. And I kind of wonder how much how much is our decision versus their decision. I mean, technically we're the same. The same being. We're just an extension. We're the results of the hands on the controller, so to speak. I don't know. You guys tell me. Make some notes in the comments. Hey, like and subscribe too if you're just wandering through and you made it this far, stuck with me to the end of the race. We'll see where we go from here. I'm gonna kill this stream though and start the next one.